Get in here, friends. It's time to sew. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. My name is Brittany and I talk about sewing here on my channel. In today's video, we are going to be sewing along to my Know Me pattern, Know Me 2110. I'm going to be making view B on the pattern. This is going to be a watch me sew video, but if you want a step-by-step on how to sew these pants, I will have that video linked down below, or you can just click right here and watch the video. For the fabric, I'm going to be using this leopard denim here. I got this from Lyrical Fabrics. I did pre-wash it already. Proof. Washed it, period. I'm gonna be showing you all how I like to just raise the crotch curve. I usually just have to add an inch in most pants. I don't know why it's always 1 inch off for me, but the book that I learned how to do that from is called Fast Fit. I'll have this link below if you're interested in it. This book is so fantastic on how you can like quickly adjust the pattern, and they have a little illustration here on what I can do to my pattern to kind of add in that extra room that I need. That way when I'm wearing the pants and I sit down, the pants doesn't slide down to an uncomfortable level and I don't feel any wind. That's very important to me. Today is Thursday, June 4th. It's 9:23. I also have my live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I go live in my community for 30 minutes and we're going to be sewing. So I will be sewing and working on these during the live. So that's perfect. Let's go ahead and get started. It's 9:23. It's 10:23 now. I made some content for Instagram. I'll pop the video up right here, but I did like a quick 3 measurements that I always check before I start making pant video. So that's where the time went. And so I did get a question. A supporter was asking about kind of showing how to get a better fit on pant. For me, it starts at the foundation, which is knowing my measurement. So that is key. You absolutely must know your hip measurement, your waist measurement, your crotch measurement from the center to the front and from the center to the back. It's good to know those measurements, especially if you have a tummy, especially if you have a full bottom. I have some paper here. This is just some white printer paper. I'm gonna cut this into 2-inch strips. Okay, so I placed a grid up under it just so I can make sure I make straight cuts. I have my pieces here, my ruler, my paper cutting rotary cutter, and some tape. I'm also gonna grab a few pattern weights here just so the bottom portion of this doesn't move. And so I'm just going to slash right across. I'm not going to go all the way through because I want to create a hinge. So as you can see, it's still connected here. I'm going to grab one of my pieces here, slide this up. One thing I should have did, I should have brought my grain line further up as a guide. I'm just going to tape this down. I just need a little piece over here for the edge. Now for here, I need to add an inch. So I'm just gonna take my ruler here, this edge, I'm gonna mark up my inch. Make sure that this is right there, but also I wanna make sure this is as smooth as possible and flat on the bottom, right there at my inch. Now, I know some people say don't add more than 3/4 of an inch. The book even says no more than 3/4 of an inch. I don't normally have a problem when I just add an inch in one spot, but if you're not comfortable with that, you can definitely break it up. You can do a half here, a half in another place, or maybe just a half at the top, whatever you're comfortable with. But this is just what I do. I'm only showing you what I do. Please explore other ways to do things. There's lots of other ways to do the same thing. Whatever works best for you, go with that. And I'm just gonna add another piece. And so I've just raised up the center here. The last thing that you would want to do is true up this edge. So you wanna grab a ruler. So I'm gonna trim away this little bit. Hey friends, I'm currently editing this video right now and I wanted to just talk really quickly about this portion of the paper that I'm going to true up and trim away after I've made the adjustment. If you make an adjustment on yours and you get ready to true it up and you realize that you're about to trim away a lot of your pattern, you may want to add that portion that you're trimming away to the side seam, because at the end of the day, you do not want to cut away your hip measurement. You want to make sure that you're keeping the circumference of the pattern that you need for it to fit your body. You want to make sure that you're keeping all of those inches on the pattern. So if you're trimming away some on one area, you want to make sure that you add it back on the other side. There we go. And now the pattern is good to go. You can trim away the excess along the back if you want. Add some more tape if you like. I'm gonna true that side up there as well. And there you have it. I just slashed and spread it the amount that I needed so that this pattern can fit my body and my measurements. I know a lot of people do not like to cut into their main pattern to make adjustments like that. I totally understand that. You can obviously make a copy of the pattern and then slash and spread and do your adjustments on that. Again, is whatever works for you. If you needed to maybe lengthen your pattern, you can take these lengthening and shortening lines and slash, spread it to add some more length, or fold it up to shorten it. What you don't want to do though is just add length to the bottom of the pattern, because some patterns have like a subtle little curve, or you know, something could just be a little different with the pattern on the bottom. So it's best to kind of do the adjustments in the pattern and drop it down. The adjustments done, that is what I would do. And I cannot recommend these two books enough. These are two of my favorite books right here. They have taught me a lot, and I'm always referencing, I reference this one more than this one, but I just love this one. This is my favorite, but this one is also fantastic to have. Do I have enough? Fingers crossed. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have enough fabric or not. Please, I have been wanting to make you out of this fabric, bro. Let me actually lay this on the floor. Let me lay this completely down on the ground. Oh my gosh, I'm irritated. I don't have enough. I mean, maybe I can cut this pocket here on the cross. This was my plan for my live. Let's regroup quickly. What else do we have? This one says 2 1/4 inch. Don't look at the aprons. It's a pair of pants on here that's actually pretty good. And I made these before, and I know that the crotch suck on these. Let's see if I can cut this out. It's 10:58. The large finished garment measurement for the hip is a 52. My hip is like a 51. The extra large is a 56. That's too much. And I may not have the luxury to do all of that. So pocket facing. Now for this, you need to walk it out. Don't just like lay it flat and do this. You need to walk the measuring tape. Okay, that front is good. Ooh. I'm short by like 3 inches. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing that was in that book. Now, obviously with all of this, you would definitely want to sew this up and test it. And again, if you're not one to cut into your pattern, if you're cringing and crying right now, you can just trace your pattern and then make your adjustments. But if you make adjustments like this, you absolutely want to test this. Don't just go straight to fabric or main fabric, but I'm gonna do it. So cross your fingers, but this is where we are. This is what I did. So let's cut it. Hello everyone, welcome to another Thursday.
Hi.
Hello. Look at how thick and reinforced this is. Okay, I'm gonna slip these on and see if the adjustments adjusted. So this is the pants here, friends. No waistband has been attached. Look at where we are. Without the waistband on, we're here, which is perfect. Yes. This is what I need for my pants before I attach a waistband. I need them to be up here. That's where I need my stuff at. So okay, so I decided I'm gonna switch up the waistband. I'm gonna use the waistband from my pattern 2110. I like that it's a wider waistband, and you can compare it to my waistband pattern piece from my pattern. I like a thicker band. So this is a look at what I did here to create a channel for 3 openings to insert elastic. I don't know if that's gonna work. Let me fold it and see if I have 3. So there's 1, there's 2. We got 3 channels. Okay, friends, the pants are 99% done now. I just have to attach the elastic on the inside and secure it. I will say a couple of notes. If you choose to make these, there are some things I would recommend doing. Number 1, you have to take the crotch curve measurement to the front and the back, because I don't know who these pants were drafted for, but if you have any kind of bum or tummy, you have to take that measurement. Also, I feel like the pockets, like they didn't really come in like this. Like my pant pattern right here, I can't. So my pant pattern, I'm kind of used to a pant pattern kind of coming in, you having like some deepness here. Those pants, they just kind of come and stop right here. I like a little more. I'm gonna try them on so you all can see what I'm talking about. All right, so these are the pants. See, you can see here the pocket, it's just like, it stops here. Like, give me some deepness. Like, we got all this space and opportunity right here for a nice pocket. But this one just kind of stopped here, and I didn't realize that. Had I, realized the type of pocket it was, I definitely would have gave me a little bit more space so I could, let the elbows drop at least. You know what I mean? I love the barrel on these. I think these are really nice. So now let's take a look at the rise. If I did not make that adjustment, these pants would not be right here. They would not be sitting right here. They would be much further down. But overall, these are great. I'm okay with the pocket. I can live with it. Well, that is all for the video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed seeing these pants come together. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down for me below. Be sure to check out my previous video right here where I was making an old project new again. I love the way that shirt turned out. Turn on your notifications so you do not miss when the next video is live. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all then. Blessings, everyone. Bye.